Welcome back, YouTube, to Icy Chap's Edge. I'm Icy Chap here with another gear review, this time looking at Comm's stainless steel peanut lighter. And this is a fantastic little device, both because of its great design and its durable construction. It's really well designed for its intended purpose. Let me talk a little bit about using lighters in wilderness survival situations. The two main considerations when assessing a lighter's capabilities are wet weather conditions and cold weather conditions. When it comes to wet weather, if any moisture gets into that lighter's mechanism, it doesn't matter if it's a Bic lighter, a Zippo, a butane lighter, it's going to render it pretty much useless. And when it comes to cold weather conditions, and this is really directed towards butane lighters, they function based in part on the compression of their fuel. And as the temperature drops, so does the pressure inside the fuel canister, and that butane lighter might not light at all if it's cold enough. So for those reasons, I think butane lighters in general are just a bad choice for a wilderness survival lighter, but I think that lighters in general have a real shortcoming, and that's because of that vulnerability to moisture. The Comm peanut lighter does not suffer that same vulnerability. First, let's talk about the exterior. It is very compact. It's only about 2 inches long, about ½ an inch wide. It's got that great stainless steel. It's very durable, but it's also reflective. So if you drop this at night, you can shine your flashlight and find it easily. It has a miniature split ring attached. You can attach your own split ring to that or a lanyard. It makes it easy to carry on your person or a keychain, possibly a carabiner. But you can also just throw this in with a survival kit and it's going to last. And that actually brings up another point I want to mention, and that is storage. If you store a Zippo lighter for any extended period of time, you'll notice that the fuel will ultimately evaporate. And if you really need that Zippo in an emergency situation and it doesn't have any fuel, well, it's basically useless. So, what is the main feature of the Comm lighter that solves all these problems? That is the fact that it is sealed. It has this screw top, and more importantly, it has this O-ring rubber gasket. So this is not only airtight, so none of that fuel will ever evaporate. You could store this for years and pick it up and it's going to light for you, but it's also watertight. I could actually drop this in a puddle of water, pick it up, shake it off, unscrew the top, and this lighter is going to operate every time for me. It's also got that great Zippo style flint wheel, which is basically, as far as I'm concerned, a perfect mechanism for lighting. It's idiot proof. It's always going to work. It doesn't matter if it gets dirty. It's very, very reliable, which in a piece of survival gear is really the most important thing. That's reliability and durability. So as far as design is concerned, that cap being watertight and airtight really is what makes this such an amazing wilderness survival lighter. Other great features to note really briefly, the fact that when you light it, you can stand it up because it's got that flat bottom. And one application of that, just to consider, if your hands are really cold in cold weather conditions and your knuckles and fingers are actually cramping up because they're so cold you can't even work with the wood to get your fire started in the first place, you can actually just warm your hands with that Comm lighter almost like a candle. Also makes it useful in some conditions. Let's say you're in a cave and you need a light source and your flashlight batteries are dead. You could actually put this on a flat rock and all of a sudden have a mini torch. So it's really useful because of that flat bottom. Another great feature of having that flat bottom is that instead of rolling around, putting it on its side and having it roll away from you and possibly losing it, it'll stand up, usually, and not get away from you. So really that makes this a terrific wilderness survival device because of its durability, its reliability, and small features like having that flat bottom that just make it an all-around more useful tool. It's very economical. Comm sells it for 11 bucks. And for that reason, I think really this is an item that everyone should go out and get. It's the kind of thing that you can throw in your survival kit and forget about it, but when you really need it and your life depends upon having a warm fire, this is the kind of thing that can save your life. Only one thing I would change about the Comm lighter, believe it or not, I would make it 1 inch longer. Adding that extra inch of length would make the internal fuel canister that much bigger, probably about double the size. And that's really only for one purpose. If that flint does wear out, and for whatever reason you can't light this lighter, you can take the cotton that's inside of that fuel canister and either use it as tinder, which is going to take any spark because of the lighter fluid, or you can just rub that on whatever tinder you're using, whether it's pine needles or some kind of bark or small twigs. If you rub a little bit of that lighter fluid on there from the fuel canister, then that's going to create the type of surface that's going to accept pretty much any spark. So for that reason, I would actually like to be able to carry just a little bit more fuel inside this canister. One other thing to note, by the way, if you happen to pull out the lighting insert, which is about the length of this entire canister here, you're going to have a nice little hollow screw top canister which you can carry small items, maybe pills, whatever you need, a small amount of liquid or something, and just makes this an even more versatile tool. So that is my review of the Comm stainless steel peanut lighter. I really think it's an excellent device. I give it a 9 out of 10. Only thing I would change is maybe make it a little bit bigger, but as it is, it's pretty much perfectly suited for a survival kit. Hope you enjoyed the review. Leave comments, subscribe, and as always, have a good one.